Right across Western Australia, we're driving you home on the Spirit. Joining us right now, the Director of Eden Medical Retreat, Angela Oliphant. Many thanks for your time this week.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Thanks for having us on the program again. That's great.
No worries at all. You've also got a special guest with us, is that right?
I have the head of our medical team here, Dr. Thea, and she's here to discuss what we do at Eden and alcoholism as a topic.
Okay, Dr. Thea, many thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us here on Spirit Drive.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Now, Angie and Dr. Thea, this week we're going to be speaking about alcohol and alcoholism and I guess the effects.
Yes, we are. Thanks, Matt, for having us on the program again. I just wanted to discuss with Thea, with her input, on the problem of substance abuse with alcohol in Australian society and how Eden Medical Retreat tackles problems with clients with alcohol issues. So we need to talk about that. I think the stats are just really quite frightening. 1 in 6 Australians drink at risky levels, and the most commonly abused substance in Australia is alcohol due to societal approval of drinking to excess.
Okay, so I guess what is your view on how Australia handles alcohol, Angie?
Well, I think it's a huge problem in Australia because we are such a sporting nation, more so watching it than participating in it. Everybody tends to use the sport as an avenue to celebrate and drink with friends and mates, etc., over the football season. It's not just football, it's rugby, it's all sports. And I think we have to educate from the word go that it's okay to do everything in moderation, but to do it in excess, binge drinking, is very dangerous. And unfortunately, as soon as kids start getting to 16 and 17, they start cutting their teeth on consuming alcohol, and unfortunately there's no stop buttons for them, and they don't realise the damage that it does to your brain and to your body. So not only does it affect them as far as their brain goes, it can cause early onset dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and liver failure. So it really is quite a nasty substance, and we just have to change the way we look at it. So we can do everything in moderation. That's my message to Australians.
What are the signs we need to identify when we notice drinking alcohol is doing more harm than good?
I think when you start seeing people getting themselves into trouble, they start having family breakdowns, marriage breakdowns, damage to the children in the family unit. Due to their behaviour, they can become aggressive with alcohol consumption. They won't remember it the next day, so they get up in the morning and the damage is already done from the night before, and they get up and they don't understand why everyone's alienated to them, but it's because of their behaviour. It takes down all the parameters which make you engage in a normal manner, and then all those breaks are gone. So, you know, I think we also start seeing when it's a problem is when people land up having car accidents, causing themselves physical damage in other people, which can result in death. And I think this is really important to get home to people. I know Australia's been really strong on drink driving, but people are still running the gauntlet. They're still drinking to excess. We have a client arriving tonight who, you know, has been in a 4-car pile-up, was only 2 blocks from home. They think they can do it safely, but they can't. And you know, they're lucky to be alive. So they're coming up here because it's impacting on their families and on their own life, and they need to be re-educated and rethink about how their behaviour is hurting themselves and the family.
Yeah, we know alcohol addiction can be costly in many ways, but I guess what are some of the hidden costs of alcoholism?
I think it's the emotional cost, which is the highest on the list. I mean, when you see the damage to children that are brought up in a household where there is an alcoholic, you'll often see that they are permanently scarred by that, and they themselves will need counselling. And this is really important as a family unit to bring the whole family involved. So when someone does come out of the denial stage and take ownership of their addiction with alcohol, it's really important not only to work with the person that's using the alcohol badly, but also the family. And this is what we're doing with this client. The family will be coming up and be interacting and discussing with our psychologists and Dr. Thea so that we can limit the damage to and the effect of the over-drinking.
Let's pick up this discussion on alcohol and alcoholism with Angela Oliphant from Eden Medical Retreat right after this on Spirit